Hi, guys. It's your girl, Kenyatta Andre. And thank you for coming back to We Gonna Talk About It. You know what we're talking about today? Do women and men need each other anymore? My answer is yes. I'm kind of biased to both of it. Um, I'm sided on it only because I believe, for finance, when you're raising children, um, you know, I believe in that aspect. Women need the men and men need the women because the children need to have a mother and father. You need stability. It takes two incomes now, not one anymore. You can't raise children off of one income. And if you do, more power to you. I'm happy for you. Um, but society doesn't want women and men to need each other. It's been that way for a long time. This is my opinion. This is what I believe. Um, when welfare first came around and they were giving single moms money, to take care of their kids, they would give you the food stamps, they would do those things. Do you know that the women had to hide their men? They had to lie about having a boyfriend or a husband. Do you know they had to fib? Yes, I said it. If you ever saw the movie Claudine, that is a true story. If you don't know about Claudine, the movie, go look it up. Go ask your mama. Go ask your auntie. It is real. Society does not want women and men to prosper together. They don't. They don't want men and women to get married. They don't want that. It means that y'all are going to do better together. Do you know when there's two incomes in the house, things move a lot quicker? When there's two parents in the house, do you know the children are at a more success rate to do better as they go on in life? Look at the statistics, okay? Do you know it wouldn't be gangs and stuff if more parents was together raising their children? Did you know that? Do you know most of the time the children that are in gangs are from single households that do not have fathers? Look at the statistics, guys. I look at this stuff. And that's why I'm always saying, you got to really watch. You got to watch these people. They don't want you to do good. Society doesn't want that. They don't want that. I don't care what they say, how they cut the cheese. They only want our tax dollar. That's it. Okay. I truly believe men and women still need each other. Yes. For all of that stuff I just said, finances, it takes two incomes now if you want to do good, raising the children. Now, then I'm biased on the other side because I feel like this. Anything a man can do now, a woman can do. Yeah. Woman can drive a truck. She could build homes. She could lay concrete. Woman can do anything a man can do now. Do you know back in the days, women wasn't allowed to do those kind of things? Well, that's where Trump is trying to take us back now, ladies. He's trying to put us back in the kitchen. He believes that's where all of us belong, but we ain't gonna get on him because I start getting sidetracked, girl. But that fool Trump wants to put us women back in the, in the day, in the kitchen, the Stone Age. We ain't trying to go back there. So I don't know what we need to do about him, but we need to do something fast. Anywho, back to the subject at hand. They just don't want to see that. And this is not about any particular race. This is just in general. Okay. Do you notice that people hardly get married anymore? Why is that? Why do you think that is? Do you know people are not staying together as long as they used to back in the days? When we would hear our grandparents and aunties talk about how long they've been with their husbands, it's like ages. When I tell people how long I've been with my husband, they're like, what? Yeah, I believe that's how it's supposed to be. You get married, you stay married. You know, you work through the things you need to work through. Why would I get rid of my husband and then go back in the world and have to start all over again? Why would I do that? That's stupid. Like, what good would that do me? And now that he's all the way I want him, somebody else gonna get him? Nah, we definitely ain't doing that. No. I work too hard for this relationship. Okay. It will work. It does work. It works the way we want it to. Okay. That's just it. No marriage is perfect. You are going to go through your trials and tribulations. Women and men need each other. Don't let them dictate what your home is supposed to look like. Okay. Women and men still need each other. Let me ask you this, ladies. This is me too. I told y'all, I'm lazy and I'm a diva. Okay. I do not take out the garbage. If my husband, wasn't here, who gonna take my garbage out? I ain't joking either. I'm dead serious. Like, I don't do garbage. That's not for me. Just like they don't do laundry. It's not for them. My husband does his laundry because he chooses to. My husband is very funny about his clothes. And like I said in another video, he taught me how to wash clothes, but he likes to do his own clothes. He's allowed, you know. But Puddin's clothes, I wash Puddin's clothes, okay? So just like they, you know, Stefan don't like to wash his clothes and he likes his mama to do it. His mama's okay with doing it. Sit down, mind your business. He my baby, okay? I will wash his clothes until I don't feel like it. Don't get it twisted. Anywho, so ladies, we're here to do certain things and the men are here to do certain things too. What would you do if, like, seriously, I mean, what would we do if there was, like, if we didn't need men? You gonna take the garbage out? What else? What about, these are serious things too that I do not do in my house. The light bulbs, I don't change light bulbs. Nope, I don't do it. Grass, I do not cut grass. I have grass in my house. Who's gonna do it if no man is here? I shouldn't have to pay nobody to do the grass. My husband can do it for free. He go out there. He loves doing the grass. It makes him feel good. Okay? He loves it. I don't even have to ask him to cut the grass. He knows that that's his job. What happens when the snow comes? Where I live, there's a lot of snow, honey. You think your girl goes out there and shovel the snow? Nope. I look out the window and I wave to my husband because he's out there shoveling my snow, putting that salt down. Okay? He does that. That's not for me. If he's not here and I don't need him, then who's going to do that? And don't tell me Puddin, because Puddin tells me he has his own life, okay? Puddin don't even feel sorry for his daddy if he out there in 13 feet of snow, okay? His daddy will have to ask him. Now, if his daddy asks him, he'll help him. But he don't think that's his job. He think that's his father's job, okay? So, listen, we need them for that. Have a backyard. Who's going to go back there and scrub my deck and clean my pool? I don't do that. I don't do that stuff. Girl. Nope. And I am not joking. These are the things that I do not do in my house that my husband does. So if he's not here, and let's just say Puddin's not here. Listen, there was a time when Puddin was away in the Navy. Let's not forget here. Puddin was gone for 4 years. Okay. So take Puddin out the equation. If it's just me and it was just me and my husband here. So if he wasn't here with me, was I supposed to go scrub the deck? You know how much strength come into scrubbing that deck? My deck is beige. Any little sprinkle of snow or rain get on it, it needs to be cleaned. Okay. Okay. What about this too? Who's going to wash the cars? I don't wash cars. I don't do that. I'm not doing it. It's not my job. My husband takes both of our cars to the car wash. He takes his first, and then he takes mine. And if he don't take mine, I get upset. I get jealous. Yeah, I said it. I get jealous. Because my car needs to be clean too. And I can't do it. No, I can't. I cannot put air in my tire. I don't do that. I don't need to be bending down, showing the world what's behind me. And men look at that. So I tells my husband, I cannot put air in the tire. because when I go, I feel like I'm exposing myself. I can't do that. I'm a married woman. This ring means something to me. So, ladies, does your man or husband, whatever your mate is to you, is he doing the manly things around the house? And if he is, don't you think that you still need him? Are you going to listen to society telling you, girl, you don't need no man? Girl, you make your own money. Girl, you make more money than him. Girl, you don't need him. You could do all that stuff yourself. Sit down, sister. If you saying that to your girlfriend, it's because you ain't got no man. That's why you're telling her that. Don't listen to them girlfriends telling you that, guys. I'd be the first one to raise my hand and say, yup, all of us need a man. Okay? And all the men need us too. What kind of, first of all, listen to this, guys. What kind of, 40-something, 50-something-year-old man doesn't need a woman? Do you know a 40-something or 50-something-year-old bachelor? Does he live by himself? If he does, is his house clean? A lot of men don't like to clean their house. Okay? Women, we love to keep the house tidy. We love to do decorative things around the house. We give the house a touch of warmth, you know? It feels like a home when we're in it. Men love that. Don't let them fool you. They like that. Okay? My husband complains about being buying tons of stuff for the house. But he always be like, oh, it looks so nice. Yeah, because I know what I'm doing. Us women know what we're doing when it comes to that stuff, okay? Who gonna cook for them? Well, listen. Back in the days, guys, I love to cook for the hubby. I hate it now. God, I have to admit it to you. I can't fib. You know I won't fib to you guys. Guys, I really do hate cooking, but it's just because your girl is lazy. Now, do I like feeding my husband? Yes, I do. Do you know how good it makes me feel if I make a meal? Like, this is my thing, guys. I do not like to cook no more, but I can cook. Don't think I can't burn. Your girl gets down, okay? But on Sunday, I get in my like my Betty Crocker mode and my big mama role. Like, oh, I wanna cook like big meals. I like to cook big meals on Sunday, like corned beef, cabbage, white rice, cornbread. Your girl gets down. When I make meals like that, Stefan and Mr. Andre go crazy. I can actually get them to eat at the table on Sundays if I cook a meal like that. Don't let me bake a cake. They love my lemon cake. I know, Justin, you love it too. So when I do things like that, my boys love that. And I love to see them love it. I just can't do that 6 days a week. I just can't. I'm a working woman. Yes, I'm a modern woman too, but I think like the old fashioned woman, you know, and I would never want to stay home. Like when I first had Puddin', my husband told me to stay home. He said, you need to stay home because, we didn't want him to go to a babysitter, but I always had my mother. I've had my aunt. I had Nana. Like, I could go to work if I wanted to, but I decided to go back part-time. And I think I only went back after Stefan was 1 year old. And then I started taking him, dropping him off at my Nana's house. And my mother would be there watching my my niece and nephew. And my aunt was there too with her grandson, who's really her son because she raised them. Good job, auntie. So, all the kids was there, so I would leave Puddin', but we will always work. And I don't see nothing wrong with a woman working. Like, I believe, this is my belief. If you don't want to work, ladies, you should not have to if you're being a homemaker. I really believe that. Being a homemaker is a hard job, okay? Now, that's something that men usually don't want to do. And the woman does it, okay? If a woman is doing that and she wants to be a homemaker, guess what she needs? She needs a man there so that he can go get the cake. He got to go get the money. So why wouldn't she need a man? The homemaker wife that wants to be a home worker, she needs a man there. Who's going to go make the bacon? Who? Somebody got to go get it. Do not let society put things in your head. You need a man. Men, you need a woman. Men need to be in the house so that their children are able to know that they have two parents. I am a believer of a two-parent household. Now, ladies, not saying that a woman cannot raise children by themselves. I know we can. We could do anything we want. Please take several seats. I know we can do that. I see women every day doing it. That's just how we made. If a man's not around, we're able to pick up the slack. That's just what's instilled in us. Okay. But what I'm saying is, we should be able to raise our children with two parents. Okay. If we're able to. If you're able to, and your man is that kind of man that wants to be in his son's life, let him do it, ladies. Don't get petty. Don't get petty. I know all of us get petty. Yes. Sometimes it doesn't work out with the man and the woman. But guess what? I've seen some brothers actually still want to stick around and be a daddy. Let them do it, ladies. Don't be petty. It's only hurting your child. I know we be salty, but guess what? If that man wants to be a father to his child, let him. Let him help you so that you don't have to be working 2 and 3 jobs, okay? Let him do that. Let that man help you so that you could go back to school and do what you want to do if you choose to do that. We need to have more of us married, okay? We need that. I believe once you get married, that should be it. Yes, I'm an old-fashioned gal. I'm an old-fashioned thinker. That is what I think. I believe problems do happen. Girl, I gotta you know how they say you write the pros and cons, like why you want to stay with your husband? No. I don't write the pros and cons. I have a Rolodex. You know what a Rolodex is? It's that thing that you sit on your desk and it rolls. I have one of those and I just roll it because it has all the things in there that I can't stand that he does, or things that he's done to me, or things I've done to him. Guess what? I roll it every now and then, but then I say, you know what? We ain't in that place no more, because we ain't. Things do get better, ladies, but you have to want it. If you don't want it to get better, it's not going to. And it has to be both of y'all. Both people have to want to. It can't just be one. And I'm going to tell you guys this. Therapy, it works sometimes. Sometimes you need somebody else to actually be in that, be there with you guys, because you need to work through things. You need to hear what you need to do. Don't think you can always do it by yourself. You can't. Okay. Sometimes you can't. Let your pastor intervene if you need that. Let your pastor talk to you and your husband if y'all going through something. If you want a counselor, there is free counseling. There is so much free stuff. It's ridiculous, guys. We are not utilizing them. I've utilized them. Yeah. Okay, so back to the subject. We need the men and men need us. Okay. Don't get it twisted. Girlfriend, I know you making that bank. I know you could take care of them kids. I know you got that house together. I know you can do all them things, honey. But when you go in your room at night and there's nobody there, it's because you ain't got no man. Let's get to the good part of this conversation. If there's no man and woman together, what are you going to do to feel good? Yeah, I said it. I like to feel good at night. And I'm not just talking about sex, okay? I like to be cuddled. I like to lay down with my man, okay? I do. I like laying down with him. And I really like to just do that. I would just like to do that. But once you lay down with them and you cuddle, they get confused. They think different than us, They think different than us. But let's stick to it now. I'm saying this is what I like. I don't like going to bed by myself. Nope, don't like that. When my husband used to drive the bus for trailways, I used to be miserable here because he would be going sometimes 3 or 4 days sometimes. And I would be here with a knife under my pillow because there was no man here. Stefan was little then. There was no man here. You know what happened to that job? I made him quit because I miss my husband. Okay? We need love, ladies. Men need love. We need love too. And girl, your girl needs a lot. I need a lot, honey. Mr. Andre would tell you, I'm always begging for something. It could be something about money. It could be anything. I just begs. That's what I do. He knows that. He's known me for over 30 years. So he knows this already. He knows that's what his wife does. But guess what? He accepts it because that's who I am. Don't you want somebody around that accepts you for who you are unconditionally? Don't you want somebody to have your back? Do you know what a man is good for too? Does your husband ever tell you, like, does he appoint which side of the bed you sleep on? You know men do that, right? I know my husband does. I'm not allowed to sleep on the side of the bed that's close to the door. You know why? Because if somebody breaks in here, he wants to jump out the bed first to protect me. Are you listening, ladies? This is the things that they are for. Let them do their job. I'm glad that he wants to do that. That means I could possibly be okay in a situation like that, okay, ladies? He might be a little banged up or something, but guess what? At that point, I'm going to get into, Shaniqua mode. He's going to be all right, honey, because once I see somebody getting the best of my husband, I'm jumping in, honey. What? I'm jumping in. You heard me. So he won't be getting banged up too long. Believe me, Shaniqua is going to jump in. I ain't going to freeze. Shaniqua going to be all over that person that tried to break in our house. So these are things that men are here to do. Okay? Do you think when I go to the grocery store, I bring bags in my house? Why would I do that? There's 2 men here. That is what they are for. Ladies, stop listening to society. Stop listening to your friends. Listen to your mind. When you are alone in that bed at night, your friend is not coming to see you. You know why? Because she with her man. Yeah, the one that she told you didn't need one. This is what they do, honey. You can't listen to people when they tell you stuff like that. You cannot listen to people when they tell you how to run your marriage, your relationship, nothing. Unless it's somebody of good intention. Okay? Like, I could go to my aunt and ask her for advice. Do you understand? I could go to my Nana and ask her for advice. Do you know, I'll tell you this too. I never knew how to cook. But when I met my husband, I wanted to learn. I wanted to learn because I wanted to feed him. Okay? And that's why he got spoiled. Why he always complaining I don't do it no more, because I slacked off, of course, big time. But I learned how to cook. My Nana taught me. She said, come on. My mother didn't teach me. My mother didn't like a mess, honey. So if I was in there making a mess, she'd be like, oh, no, get out of here. I can't teach you. Miss Mama Brown did not like a mess, okay? So I would go upstairs to Nana. And the first thing I ever learned how to cook for my husband was lasagna. He loves it. Of course, I've perfected it. It's even better than Nana's. Yeah, I said it. Don't come for me, aunties. It's better than Nana's lasagna. Okay? But the point is this. Ladies, what I'm saying is this. If you love somebody, you want to do things for them. Okay? You truly do. And I've done those things. Yeah, I may not do it as much anymore because I'm lazy, like I said. And Stefan is, Pudding's grown now. So, like, I don't feel like I'm required to do those things. But like I said, on Sunday, they will tell you I make big dishes, okay? I sometimes even get my Betty Crocker on, like I told you. But these are just examples. You know what I'm saying? Men and women need each other. I really believe that. If you think you don't need a man, and men, if you think you don't need women, do a test. Do a test. Leave your wife alone for 1 week. I don't even, you know what? Listen, I take it back. I take it back. You don't even need a week. 1 day. Yeah, I said it, 1 day. What is life going to be like without your wife for 1 day, or your girlfriend for 1 day, or your partner for 1 day? Vice versa. Do the experiment. See what happens in 1 day. Things just are not the same when the other person is not there. It's not the same. Okay. When the women are not there, the house is not together. The laundry is filled. There's no groceries. Mail does not get open. Guys, listen to me. Every time I've went in the hospital, I've went from numerous time. The first time I was in the hospital, I was there for about 14 to 16 days. When I tell you, when I came home, and before I even go there, I asked my husband, how was everything at home? And he told me everything was okay. That's what he said. Everything was okay. I believed him. So I said, okay, that's good. But listen to me. I was paying the bills from the hospital, because you could just go on your phone, you go online, you make the payment. I just made sure that he went and deposited everything in my account. But when I asked him, was the house okay, he told me yes. So I believed them. I came home. Guess where all the meal was? The important meal. All on the table. When I tell you there was about 100 envelopes, there was 100 envelopes. I had to go through all that mail to see what was junk and what wasn't. He told me he had did it, but he didn't. There was things in there that needed to be sent back to certain places, and he didn't do it. So that is that's something that will not get done. If your man goes through the mail and he pays the bills and do all that, girl, more power to you. I'm happy for you. I don't have one like that. My man is a caveman. He believes he's supposed to go to work and give me the money. He don't know who pay. He don't know who's the carrier for the lights. He don't know who's the carrier for the gas. He don't know. My husband know how to go to work. And guess what? I accept that. Yes, because he loves to work. And I love to spend. So he needs to go do that. If he don't know how to do the rest of the stuff, it's okay. I'm here. Guess what? If I'm not here anymore and God decides to take me home, he'll figure it out. Stephon will help him. Stephon's good with everything. He don't need his mama. Yeah. Stephon is good. He's not going to need a woman. And I raised my son like that on purpose, because I didn't want him to get a woman like me. Because a woman like me, she know all your business. You need to be careful. I used to not have this same mind of mine. I used to, when I would get mad, I would do terrible things. That was before, I let God show me that those things was wrong. But yeah, I did it. I'll admit it. I've done terrible things. Does that make me a terrible person? No. When you're mad, you do things. But I still do believe I need my husband here. I need my man. There's no way I would want to live here by myself. Why? Like, I don't want to be by myself. That's me. I know some people, they are okay with that. Like me. Okay, guys, for instance, let me tell you this. I do not have a lot of girlfriends. That's number one. I told you I got one best friend. That's Tasha. I love you, boo. She a little mad at me. Well, she won't say mad, because she don't like to use them kind of words, but she's disappointed with me right now. I'll get into that with you guys next week, and I'll tell you why she is a little tooty with me. Okay. And like I said, I asked her, was she mad? She said, no, she's not mad. She's disappointed. Okay. So anyway, I'm okay with it just being me and him. You know what I'm saying? Like, these days, it's hard to be friends with people. people do weird things sometimes. And like, I'm gonna say this, I don't want no new friends. I don't want that. Like my coworkers, those are my girls. I love them. Okay. I'm talking about like, I don't want to meet no new people. No. It's too much work. Like, you have to figure out where them people head is. And I ain't trying to do that. I'm not trying to be, getting the Vaseline, having to bust people in their head because they trying to come on to my man. I told you he fine. Like, I can't do that. I trust my girls at work. And they know I'm crazy, so they ain't gonna try nothing, So, I mean, no, I can't do it. I can't do new friends. It's just too much work. If y'all could do new friends, drop a comment, let me know. Maybe I'm crazy. I always tell y'all, I need to know if I'm crazy. All right. I know I got a little crazy in me, but I really be thinking I'm insane sometimes. But don't be thinking I'm insane because I'm telling you that men and women need each other, because they do. They do. They do. And not just for just those things that I named, but those are just little things that I'm talking about. Like, I need my husband for that stuff. Do you need your husband for that stuff, ladies? Do you take out the garbage? Do you shovel the snow? Oh, this is another big one. Do you guys clean the snow off of your car, or does your husband do it for you? Does your husband go put your gas in your car? Does he put air in your tires? Does he change all the light bulbs in your house? Does he put water in the boiler? Okay, this was before, a couple years ago. The devil made me and Mr. Andre have to buy a new boiler. Yes, I said it. It was the most terrible thing that's ever happened to us in our life. It was while we was remodeling our home. Our house is old. It's an old house, so it had those plaster walls, and I wanted everything gutted out because I wanted sheetrock. Yep. While the contractors was in my house, while Mama Brown was sick and she had the fall I told you about, the devil decided to break our old boiler that was working for 40-something years before we got here. Yep, just broke it. I had a plumber come here and fix it, gave us heat for one night, woke up again the next one, it was going. When he came back, he was like, it's shot. You need a new one. So we had to get a new boiler. He doesn't have to put water in it anymore, but he used to. So, ladies, does your husband go down and put water in the boiler if you still have an old one? If you have a new one, it's no requirement anymore because the boiler puts water in it itself. You get those ones now. They do everything. So, men are needed for certain things. They just are. Why should you have to bring the groceries in? Seriously, like, this is too much. Oh, okay, this is a biggie. This is a biggie, ladies, okay? Does your man barbecue? I said it. I said I gotta sit back. Does he barbecue food for you and your family? My man does. Okay. He has learned from the best. Okay. He has learned from the best. He does it so well. All I have to do is prepare the meat. That's it, and the sides. But once he gets that out there on that grill, put his speaker out there, girl. I let him play that music.